Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Dytech multiplayer here with Oni.
Hey,
So, how you doing tonight?
pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. We had a few little bit of technical problems with the game kind of lagging here, but I think we fixed it.
Yeah, it might stutter here and there, but I think it's most likely just due to the fact that our base is so big at this point, and we're still running a older version-ish of Factorio, so they might have added some optimizations that we don't have yet, but, either way, I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay, so last time we sort of started on this rocket thing. We're going to start making rocket fuel, but for that we needed solid fuel, and we got that all set up. We have about 2,000 of the in the network, and I'm gonna go ahead and just. Oh, it takes 30 seconds to make this. Okay. Um,
wait, what are you making?
just gonna place that with a level 6. Well, level 5. It's kind of overkill. Rocket fuel.
Oh yeah, the
This
parts take a long time.
level 5. Level 6 is kind of overkill. So,
Speed modules.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, level. Where is it? Where'd it go?
What?
That's level 7. Okay, no, there we go. All right. And then what do you have? Level 5s in there? Okay, there you go. Level 5.
There.
Then
Now,
we
were we
got
making solid fuel yet?
yeah, we were making it out of light and heavy oil, but then we realized that those weren't getting made anymore because we didn't have enough room because petroleum was maxed out again. So then we
Right.
just went ahead and that's the wrong chest. Went ahead and what you call it? Started making it out of petroleum.
Right. Now, do you want
So
this? Hmm.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you want this in a provider or like just dropped right into this thing?
You know what? Hang on a second. Um,
I mean, we probably want it in a chest in between, otherwise. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that would work.
all right, sweet. So it needs
Yeah.
10 rocket fuels per part, and now we need low density structure and rocket control unit. So,
I'll
um,
I'll make one of those.
yeah, I was gonna say we can split that up. Um, Here we go again, trying to find all this crap. What is this? Oh, shouldn't it be intermediate? Yeah, it's right there. Sweet. So I'll make the low density structure if you make the rocket control unit.
Sure. All
All
right.
right.
So
So steel plate, copper, plastic bar. Well, this is pretty easy because like at this point in the game, you already have like the majority of the stuff being automated. So
yeah, it's gonna be pretty easy. Now, this probably will end up putting a drain on our resources, but that's fine because I mean,
that's the idea, right?
yeah.
Uh, what am I missing here? Capacitors. Now, I have weak capacitor. Let me ask for some of those because those take longer than 2 seconds to make. So I don't feel like making them.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So we got this going.
About 50 or
So
200. That's cool too. Why not? Oops. Uh, can I just do this?
I don't want 200.
That's right.
Where are?
Are you kidding me? I was about to say. I was like, how do we have no copper in the network?
Yeah, I mean, we
All
have
right.
to have copper somewhere in here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Let me grab
Speed
some
modules.
more. Yeah.
Although, what level were we using in those? 5s?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I am noticing that
This-
stutter, which is really weird.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I remember that used to be a problem way back in the older version of Dytech with those item collectors that would scan the area every 10 seconds and that would lag the game every 10 seconds. But I mean, I can't. I was trying to think of anything that we put down between this episode and last that would have done that, and I can't think of anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I, uh, I mean, I'm not sure how I don't think the rocket would do that. Um,
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of sits there. Uh,
yeah, it just kind of sits there and just makes stuff. And there hasn't been anything that we. I mean, there's not. I don't think there's anything in the game right now that does that.
no, I mean, like lots of transport belts will,
Well, yeah, but like you
but
said, I mean, it might have been here last time, and we just didn't notice it, and it didn't really pop up until I pointed it out. But um, I can't think of anything that we would have done between this episode and last that would cause that.
yeah, I can't either. Well, once we update to a newer version at some point, it'll probably help because there have been optimizations. So,
Yeah.
and pretty soon here we should be able to update to the latest version because I found someone willing to update like our version of Dytech just so it works with the newer versions, and that'll be really cool. I'll of course give them credit once we actually do it. I haven't tested it yet.
Is this somebody like on the forums? What?
Yeah, he updated Dytech like for newer versions of Factorio before Dissect came back because Dissect was gone for like months.
Oh, really?
Um, but then Dissect asked him to remove it once he got back, so I just asked if he could update like ours, and he said sure, which is pretty awesome. So
Oh, so Dissect was like on vacation or just out of the scene or what?
just out of the scene, kind of like
can
you,
tell
he
I've
just
been
disappeared.
out of the loop for a while, so.
Yeah, he just kind of disappeared. Really busy, I guess.
Oh yeah, understandable. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me grab some more speed modules because. Oh. You know what? Not against anything. All right.
Oh god. Wow,
All right.
little overboard.
Well, no. I mean, want to get this done. Not done. I mean, I want to see how fast we can do this. I mean, we're only at 5%. We've only made 5 parts.
Well, yeah, I
Um,
mean, if we
trying to
want
figure
to
out.
do it really fast, we're gonna need a ton of things making these.
Well, yeah, and on top of that, we have lots of plastic, lots of copper. Steel shouldn't be a problem either.
We do seem to be like they're not getting copper here very fast though.
Probably because I'm only requesting 10 at a time. Let me up that real quick.
Yeah.
Because all I did was I did this to the copy paste from from the assembler to the chest, and it like does the minimum.
Oh yeah, that probably wasn't enough. There we go. This is making them like every 3 or 4 seconds, which is pretty good.
Now these people that do like the whole let me make 10 rocket launches a minute. I'm assuming they have like some sort of massive setup, big bigger than ours.
Yeah, I mean they have like massive bases. Of course, they're not using Dytech, so I mean,
Oh yeah, of
like
course not.
what takes, what takes them like 10 outposts to get the resources for, we could do with just like 1 and like 4 miners.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's like they, I mean, I guess you could say that they have like more resources, maybe because all of our resources are spent on getting better and better machines.
Yeah, exactly. But
Maybe. I mean, does that make sense? I'm just trying to think about what. issues could be causing these stutters? I mean, because if I go back and look, I mean, I looked at the recording from last episode, and the reason I started looking out for this because I noticed some stutters back there too. Now, I didn't notice when I was playing, obviously, for whatever reason.
Yeah, neither did I.
But I mean, either way, it looked like they were there.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
It is kind of annoying now that we notice it, but I don't know if there's really anything we can do about it
Yeah, I don't know what would be
aside from
causing
reset the
it.
map, which was silly.
Yeah. Now, I mean, a tiny bit of it could be just internet lag, but
Well, yeah, I
there's
mean,
something else too.
there was something. I mean, when I loaded this map on single player, it did do it for the first like the first minute the map was loaded. Then after that, it didn't do it anymore. So, but obviously that's not the case here. It's been doing it since the game started.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh god, I'm stuck.
let me see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I look at, because like I use the Xterminator to record, and then there's like that little overlay on the top left of my FPS. Before, when the frames would dip, I would actually see the frames in like the actual frames on the recording dip too. But for some reason, I know you said the same thing earlier that you're not seeing the dip in the in the recorded frames per second.
Yeah,
right?
like when this stutters, my frames aren't really dropping very much.
And this would be kind of funny if we're talking about the stuttering and like on the output video on YouTube, there's no stuttering. People think we're crazy.
Yeah,
what are you guys
that's
talking about?
probably it. I mean, like the only thing I can think of that we could fix, like do, is just be a huge pain in the ass. Is just like optimize stuff. Like, well, I mean, like we do have like random transport belt things that are doing absolutely nothing that are taking up stuff.
Well, that's the thing is like I'm thinking like, sure that could cause it, but if you notice the stuttering is like, it's very rhythmic. Like it happens once every X seconds.
Yeah.
Like, there's something that's happening once every couple seconds here that's doing it, and I just don't know what. I feel like if it was the belts causing it, it would be like a system-wide issue. You know, like you would notice it's like constant slowdowns, but not like a every 5 seconds. You know, a stutter.
Yeah, which is really weird. So, yeah, I mean, if anyone has any idea what it might be great if you want to give us a hint. Cause
yeah, it'd be great if you want to help us out here. I mean, if anything, I can probably go on the forums and. I mean, I'm not sure how much help they're going to be able to give me. Hey, I'm using a version that's like 20 versions behind. Can you help me out?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's as somebody who works in software design, I'm not really sure that they're gonna give me the time of day, but
yeah, probably not.
But I mean, they're pretty nice. They might help me out here. I mean, if anything, I can always attach a debugger to it and say, hey, you know, what's going on? I think the game's written in. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what language it's written in.
I think it's C++.
Or C++, yeah. If that's the case, I can just attach Visual Studio to it and
yeah, exactly.
And, see if I can track down what's going on there. Just to see if like there's something happening, some method being called that's causing a hiccup. I mean, it'd be nice if there's like a clue or a hint or something that like, hey, last time you did this and now it's causing this, but
yeah, it's really quite strange. Because I mean, I think we would have noticed this last time.
yeah, I think we would have noticed this sort of extreme issue last time. Unless, I mean, one thing we can try, or I can try after this, you know, after we stop recording for the day, is loading up the save before this one.
Right.
Or the save we were using right when we started again, during the weekend, and just seeing if it's happening there, and then sort of like work my way through the saves and see if there's something that's different between them that's causing it.
That is actually probably, yeah, that's probably like the best thing to do. So we're at 30% here for our rocket.
Now, well, I was gonna say what's stupid, but I guess it's not stupid. But I was gonna say like it'd be nice if you could sort of output the rocket parts to use maybe use later because one thing I did do when I was just testing in single player was like I got rid of the rocket pad just to see if that was doing it, but I don't see how that would be doing it in the first place.
Yeah, I can't imagine that it would be. Are we just like? I think we're pretty much out of steel in the network. Oh wait, no, we're not. Where else are we making steel?
Wait,
Oh,
how are we out of
somewhere.
steel?
No, we're not. This one chest just is, but we must be getting it from somewhere else.
Yeah, I believe that there's actually a. Oh, I thought there was somewhere. I thought I set up a furnace to just directly output to a chest, but I guess not.
Well, maybe.
So where the hell is this all still coming from? Oh no, yeah, it's right here.
Where?
I have 4 furnaces running.
Oh,
They all have productivity modules in them as well as speed modules. It's always outputting steel.
okay. There we go. That's it then.
So that's where we're getting all our steel from.
No.
So we shouldn't have a problem with steel or iron anytime soon. That's knock on wood. We have like we have 88,000 steel plates and over 100,000 combined dirty and clean iron.
Well, we don't have 88,000 steel. Oh, you mean 88,000 iron plate?
Sorry, iron plates. Sorry, yeah.
We only have 2,000 copper. I think that's
I
just
think
the
that's
limit we set.
Yeah, that's the limit we set because for some reason I don't know why. I mean, all of these inserters that are on the copper line are all set to 1,000.
Right, and well, I mean, I think we're making just copper like way over on the other side where we just set up iron.
Oh yeah, that's right. We set that up as miners, so that's why these guys are they're probably never gonna go anytime soon.
Which is fine. I mean,
Uh,
I'm getting a little.
Oh yeah, that's. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I'm getting a little tired of running into stuff all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean that's one thing I was thinking about earlier. Is like it'd be nice if you can get it up. You can get an upgrade that lets you like walk over stuff. I mean, that doesn't really make sense logically because like how do you walk over a factory? But still,
Yeah, it's
like at least for like I know one thing that they really used to get on my nerves was like pipes.
yeah.
Like if you didn't have underground pipes for whatever reason because either you didn't feel like making them or you couldn't afford them. It'd be nice if you could like step over them. Because really,
Yeah.
I mean, how big are these pipes? I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, to scale, it looks like they're no bigger than my knee. So,
Yeah, although to be
I mean,
fair,
if we're talking the Alaskan pipeline, sure, I'm not gonna walk over it, but still,
yeah, but I mean to be
this looks like some PVC pipe you got in your backyard.
yeah, exactly. I mean, but to be fair, you're like taller than a factory, so
Well, good point. So I guess it's not really to scale. I guess it's not. I mean, if it was to scale, I guess we would probably have to have a much larger base.
yeah. And
Because this, yeah, I guess it makes sense because like these giant steam engines are like barely the size of 2 of me.
yeah, pretty much. So I mean, what do we haven't really done much this episode. I don't know.
Except
what
for
we
like, except for like complaining about the stuttering and
should- yeah, exactly.
and finish making the stuff for the rocket. That's the thing is like we need to set up some sort of some like you said earlier, like players out there setting up goals for themselves. Like we want to do this with this much time, or
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we need to do that.
what we can do is we can talk amongst ourselves off camera or ask comments to see what we should do. I mean, otherwise we can come up with like some silly ideas like you were talking about where people do like I don't know, 10 rocket launches in a minute or how fast can you make rockets.
Yeah.
I'm totally open to do that. Like something like how fast can you start to finish make a rocket. I just know how that's gonna go because like we're gonna like overdo it so much that as soon as we turn it on, the entire network's gonna come down and crawl like to its knees and like we're gonna have nothing left. All the copper's gonna be gone. All this iron's gonna be gone, and we're gonna have like half of a rocket built. Because for some reason, with this giant factory and all of our miners, it just feels like we are like one assembler away
Wait.
from losing it all. Like we're just like we're gonna make this one thing that's gonna like suddenly all the lines for copper are gonna be empty, all the belts for iron are gonna be empty, and it's that one thing.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like that's been happening over and over again this entire playthrough.
Well, I mean, we do go a little overboard when we don't really have the resources to like
To back it up.
account for that.
Oh yeah, that's true. But still, I guess that's part of the game. It's part of the fun of the game.
Yeah, but I mean, like, exactly. So that's part of fun. Like, if we decide to do some crazy goal or whatever, then part of the fun is like, scaling up our production and resource gathering to be enough for that.
Right.
So I'm fixing our iron outpost here. It's like all the stuff is totally mined out again,
Of course it is.
per usual.
Per usual. I think that was also a goal. Like I wanted to set up one of those Uber miners, like the what is it? Where is it at? The ultimate mining drill, Mark 6. Because that thing has an area of 99 by 99, and it's basically like you can plop it down on one patch, and that's it. The patch is going to be gone soon.
Yeah, actually, that
Instead of
would
having
be
these little,
nice.
instead of having these little squares, cut out every so often.
That's
Like for
actually a
example,
good point. Yeah.
is this thing even going? It is going. Wait, is it going? Yes, it is going. I was gonna ask if this iron train up here is going, but it is. I mean, one thing I can do real quick is like, if we're gonna be planning to go balls to the wall here with like ridiculous goals, then obviously we don't want to have any sort of bottlenecks when it comes to the raw materials because we limited to like 2,000 of iron because of some arbitrary reason.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna tell these guys that they can. You know what? They can just. Okay, I gotta have a number here, so let's go 99999. 9. That's 99. 100 million. That's better.
Wow. So I just noticed that
Oops.
our turrets at this outpost are like really bad, and they can't actually reach far enough to shoot like the queens. So
So what's happening? Are they like
they're just like pelting away at our turrets, and the turrets are doing nothing this entire time.
well, are they being repaired at the same time?
Well, yeah, but they're not doing any damage, so this will just go on infinitely until we get better turrets here.
I was thinking a second ago. I don't know why I forgot about this. I kind of got sidetracked. But like maybe one of the issues with the lag is like I was thinking that like I think there's a console command you can use to kill all the enemies that are currently live. That it wouldn't kill their bases, just like any alive entities.
Oh, that
Just
is
see
a
if
good
like,
idea.
I could like clean up anything that's like stuck, or maybe like there's an AI somewhere that's stuck doing something.
Oh, that
Um,
we should do that after this episode, because that might be it.
well, there's a bunch of topaz turrets here. Which these are
This
all
line
sapphire.
here, none of these can reach.
All right, let's try this then. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Couple bronze topaz turrets,
Oh yeah.
and I also have I have a couple more. Hang on.
Oh man.
It's like you get to this point where like we used to play and we would like spend 10 15 episodes just trying to defend ourselves from like one wave. We kept like either dying or like we're on the verge of like losing the map or whatever, and now it's just like we take it for granted and it's like, oh, let's plop a single topaz turret down, we'll be fine, let's go back to base.
Oh yeah. Like, holy shit! Did you just feel that slow down?
You mean like did my feet bite? Did my legs shake? No, I didn't really feel it.
No.
I saw it. I saw.
Yeah. Did you feel tingles?
Yes, I felt my lag sense.
Yeah. No, I just went like super slow mo for like 3 seconds straight. Oh, that might have just been my internet, but. So yeah, we're gonna need some major production here if we're gonna do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, so I just came over here and I was checking to see if I can notice the lag up here just by standing still. But yep, you sure can. I came over here and I'm also going to, if you want to help out with this, I'm going to unlock the limit on raw materials.
Oh god.
So for these inserters here that need a limit, I just put like 99999.
I don't think those. Oh yeah. Okay.
And then I think the max is like 100 million. So if you go with enough nines, then it'll eventually go to 100 million.
Right. So yeah, you're thinking just have like a huge stockpile. I think that's probably a good way to go.
Now, okay, so yeah, these chests, like this chest didn't even have any in it. So
yeah, because like honestly, like that's what a lot of people do is they'll just build like these massive stockpiles of resources and then turn on their thing that does like however many rockets a minute.
Since yeah, I guess that could also be a challenge itself. Like, can you also do like all this production with no stockpile beforehand?
Yeah, that would actually be interesting.
Like, can you keep up with the demand?
Yeah, exactly.
How many can this do? 3? Oops. No, just 2.
And we're actually at like 25 minutes, so
Yeah, you want to go ahead and wrap it up here?
yeah.
All right, want me to do
Yeah,
the
you
outro?
do it.
All right, guys. Well, sorry that this episode's been mostly like us complaining about the lag and like not really doing a whole lot, but we are. I guess now we're just getting prepared for whatever challenge we decide to do. I mean, I like the idea about rockets. That seems like a nice thing to start with.
Oh yeah.
But there seems to be a trend amongst people who do this that they, like Xterm said, like they stockpile resources first. So we want to let these inserters run for a little while to see if we can't build up a nice little nest egg of iron and copper and all the raw materials we need. But we will continue this next time, and until then, we will talk to you later.
Later.